I'm Henry.
And I'm Lorenzo.
You know, Lorenzo, it's easy to have music in a musical game like Parappa the Rapper, Space Channel 5, right?
Yeah, those are totally just built for it. So, you know, you put songs in there. But there are some games out there that you don't really expect a musical number to show up in.
Yeah, much like, say, the musical episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, these ones just intrude with a song and dance number in the middle of, say, murdering a bunch of people or saving the world from a pirate curse.
Okay, so Rogue Warrior is this first-person shooter starring Mickey Rourke.
Pretty forgettable.
Yeah, and it's pretty forgettable. It's an absolutely horrible game, but once you get through this atrocious first-person shooter, you get treated to an awesome credit musical number. It's basically Mickey Rourke sang a bunch of lines from the game and just spouting out all of these expletives, and it's really an awesome experience.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke has never really been applauded for his singing ability, and he's barely even singing in this, but I would say Mickey Rourke's swearing is the best part of Rogue Warrior. So they may as well, you know, end on a good note. Musical note.
Who's the hardest motherfuckers around,
One of the greatest levels in Conker's Bad Fur Day was the Great Mighty Poo level. You're basically running into this giant pile of manure that the beetles have collected.
Like a mountain.
Yeah, and you get into it, and there's this giant hole, and it's asking for sweet corn. You throw a bunch of sweet corn in there, and this giant opera singer of a pile of poop comes out, and you throw toilet paper in his face, and he just sings the greatest song. I am the Great Mighty Poo, and like he's just the coolest singer ever.
Yeah, the whole level is this like scatological tour de force, and it also, you know, back in 1999, taught me all these different words for poop, like because scat, tish, and because it was made by British people from Twycross, I learned a lot of like international sayings for poo as well. Like it's a very informative, you know, operatic number.
How about some scat, you little
Here's a bonus room, cause I know you've had
So Skullmonkeys is another PlayStation era kind of forgotten game, and really the only thing that's worth remembering in it, I would say, is this bonus room song, this little acoustic ditty.
Yeah, and this one kind of speaks for itself. Just give it a listen. It's kind of creepy.
I want to chill out to this song.
You can linger, cause I'm your video friend. Think of me as a father figure with a hand to lend.
Party! Music!
Night Trap was a game that Congress met over and was thinking of like regulating video games because it was so violent, when really it's just a shitty B movie starring an actress from Different Strokes. But the only thing that's worth remembering about it now is the super cheesy, very like 80s, even though it was made in the 90s, song Night Trap. All right, so Dana Plato's singing in it too is great. Well, it's all the girls singing. They're doing a thing which apparently all girls do at summer parties, which they all sing a song together and pick up different items from the room and pretend to play tennis rackets like guitars. It's also worth noting that if you enjoy that song too much, you will miss button prompts and lose, and then the game will yell at you like, you screwed up! What were you watching that song for? Like, so you can't even really enjoy it. You have to listen to it later in the credits to truly enjoy the Night Trap song. Or you can just hear it right now. So after the Donkey Kong Country games, Donkey Kong 64 was supposed to be, you know, the big arrival of it on the 64-bit era, and to, you know, welcome it into the future, it had a full-fledged rap, something they could never do on the Super NES for space concerns, and it's just showing off like, look at all this voice!
Yeah, and the cool thing about the rap is it introduces all the different characters. It's got Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong's in the back, like DJing all this on the records, on the ones and twos, and it introduces the chimpanzee, Lanky Kong, and the big buff guy, and the girl, and Diddy Kong's in there too, and it just kind of gives them a verse for each one of them. It's pretty cool.
Long verse. Like it's such a long song. You actually get kind of sick of it, honestly. Like, but it's fun in a so bad it's good way.
Yeah.
Like, how else would you know that Donkey Kong has a coconut gun that fires in spurts? If it hits you, it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. Absolutely. Yeah. And Diddy's got his jetpack and his 2 gun thingies, and he flies around. It's just an awesome introduction to all these different characters, and they're like 3D games. So it's pretty sweet.
It reminds me of a song.
A Pirate I Was Meant to Be from The Curse from Monkey Island is in just the classic Monkey Island style of humor, but taken to a musical scene. Like, there's classic musicals like The Pirates of Penzance that I'm sure this is referencing, but also the Monkey Island games are known for their dialogue. And so this one puts in that dialogue system with a funny, bad, intentionally bad song.
Yeah, and it kind of just comes out of nowhere too. One of the pirates just says, "Oh, that reminds me of a song," and then they all start going like this.
Through the same cycle of animation.
They start dancing, and every time you choose a different dialogue option, they rhyme the next verse with whatever you just said.
Because they refuse to stop singing, and Guybrush is really just annoyed. He's like, "Oh, please,
just
guys,
stop," and like they rhyme, stop.
And then once he finds a way to trip him up by saying orange, and then they're like, I guess we have to stop singing.
Maybe?
I have to stop singing. And he's like, I feel kind of bad now.
Yeah, this sucks.
I was meant to be, trim the sails and roam the sea. Hey, player 1, great job! And thanks for buying our game. Or thank your mom for us. For buying our game, I mean.
Amped 3 is a snowboarding game nobody remembers. And for some reason, it has like the most epic musical number of all these on here that like just keeps going and going and going.
It's basically just thanking the player in the most awesome way for playing the game.
Yeah, and it looks like it's just the faces of all the developers going like, I'm going to thank you too. Hey, thanks for playing. Like, just insert name here. I love that line.
But the art style is kind of like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, like animation, almost like that.
Yeah.
Or like,
well, it reminds me of South Park, like especially the South Park movie. Like at the end when they sing the last song in the South Park movie, they're just zooming out like it was the same deal. And this it just keeps zooming out and zooming out and zooming out until you just see the whole world, and the world explodes.
Yeah, gets hit by an asteroid, and then the moon just flies away like a burst balloon. It's pretty sweet.
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
So those are all the song and dance numbers we enjoy, but if we missed any other great ones that you would like to tell us about, do it down there in the comments in that whole section, and be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can see all the other awesome videos that we have, and we will see you next time.
Bye.